A new report from the Maine Tourism Association indicates for many local businesses this winter, not surprisingly, has been more challenging than the last one.
That's in part because of a strange weather pattern that has damaged some spots and forced others to not open at all. News Center Maine's Chloe Thibault explains.
In years past, the Cathans River behind me has been covered with smelt fishing shacks run by beloved local business Jim's Camps. This year, though, the ice is empty and so are people's pockets as local tourism dwindles.
On a typical year, you'd walk down here and you'd see like 20 smelt camps out there with lights on and smoke coming out of the stacks.
Jim McPherson has happy memories of winters past. He has been running his smelt fishing business, Jim's Camps, for decades, typically from January through February. But this year,
About as bad as you can get, very little to no ice.
The biggest blow, this is the second year in a row that he hasn't been able to open.
It's hard. I mean, I look forward every year to be able to see all the people that have been coming. I have customers that have been coming for 30 plus years.
Years of fun fishing on the ice that soon may be no more.
I don't know if it goes this way for another 2 or 3 seasons. It might just be the end of a long time tradition.
That's bad news for others in the area too, like Samuel Hilling, who owns the Bodenham Country Store and Three Robbers Pub right around the corner.
We rely on his business for our business. We get a lot of takeout, we get a lot of people who come to the pub.
He says this winter, especially on the weekdays, his storefronts have been mostly empty, raising some tough questions.
It is pretty hard, you know, I mean, because then we have to talk about staffing issues. Do we want to have people on? How many people do we have in the kitchen? How many people do we have out front?
A new report from the Maine Tourism Association indicates these men aren't alone in their struggles. 43% of the association's members said this winter season has been worse than last year. Only 2% said it has been better.
I mean, obviously, weather plays a big factor.
CEO Tony Cameron says the 3 big storms Maine saw earlier this winter were tough on local businesses across the state. He says changing weather patterns are going to require thought about how to move forward.
And I think it's going to be a little bit of a learning curve, and hopefully we can make positive changes to stay as resilient as possible.
For now, people like Jim are leaving fate up to Mother Nature.
I've dealt with her a long time. I've learned that she can be kind or she can be cruel.
Jim says he also does snow plowing in the winter and hasn't seen much business there either. He says he's hoping that next year winter weather conditions will be better. In Bodenham, Chloe Thibault, News Center Maine.